Welcome to Hedgehog's Homestead.
Hi, everybody. How you doing?
It's Saturday,
Yes, it is
March
Saturday.
19th. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And like to see who's out there and if you can hear us okay.
Yeah.
And like to see who's out there and if you can hear us okay. For those of you who are there,
It says two people are watching. But
I know.
say hi if you're in the live chat. So why don't you start talking about where we're going?
Yeah. Change in the works.
Lots of change.
That's one thing about life.
It changes.
There's always change.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's the one thing.
Hi,
Hey,
T
Faye.
Bear.
How's it going? Thank you for that. Yeah, things are changing and we're having to pivot.
Yeah.
Hey, gathered together.
Hi.
Good evening.
Good to see you.
Things are changing.
Hi, Josh. How
Hey,
you
Josh.
doing?
Things are changing. So hey, Rems.
Rems.
I know it's Rems, but
they're from Canada.
You wouldn't say, hey, Rems, unless it's both of the Rems at once, and I don't know that. So things are changing.
Hi, Silky.
Hey, Silky. Welcome.
Camp Silky. What is your name, Camp Silky? I'd like to know. That would be fun to know Camp Silky's name.
Can I say it how I want to say it, or do I have to? I said Silky. Hey, Silky. They know that their first name is Camp, and it's not their first name.
Yeah.
They know that, right?
Yeah.
So if I said, hey, whatever your last name is, you'd know I was talking to you, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't correcting you, honey.
Well, you were, actually.
No, I wasn't. But
hey,
we'll
Annette.
talk about that lady.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Annette. Or Laura and Chris, of course.
So we are, gathered together. We are in the midst of kind of doing a pivot here.
So what is gathered together's names? Sorry, go ahead.
We're in the midst of doing a pivot. And hey, Peterson Farms. Hey, you were talking about how's your broom sage? And did you work on getting it burned? Because we were talking about that.
I was watching his channel the other day, and he was moving wood around with totes. With the totes, he was hooking them onto his tractor.
Yeah.
He's got a Kubota.
Yeah.
And
then he just hollowed the top of the totes out and then stacked wood in there, right? Yeah.
Well, actually, I think he took out the plastic liner that was inside.
Oh, okay, and just used the cage.
And uses it to carry wood around.
So, cool. Glenn and Jessica. Hey, Glenn and Jessica.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, so we're talking about doing a pivot. So I spent all the last week and some of the week before working on SketchUp. I can maybe even show some of that to you. Working on SketchUp to design and look at tiny home. So, whoops, 1 second. You can still see us, but
yeah.
So
we'll be right back. Well, we're still here. It's just kind of froze us, though.
Well, no, hold on. It didn't freeze us. We just need to go back to that tab. So 1 moment. Let me just put this up here differently.
There we go. Now we can see us.
So I have been working on SketchUp.
Well, I was working on channel stuff.
Yeah. Oh, somebody's defensive.
not. I'm just saying
Well, I mean,
we're a team. That's all
right.
I'm saying.
Okay, well, I mean, I was working on this. I didn't say you weren't working on
Oh,
anything.
the Petersons are from Nashville too.
Well, that's what it says, Peterson Farms of Nashville.
Oh.
So yeah.
Or not the Petersons, the
Oh.
Gather Together.
Oh, gathered together.
Farms of
Well,
Nashville.
no, they don't say that.
Right here.
They said hello to them.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Wow.
I'm a little dyslexic, so sometimes I
Hey, Tammy.
Hey,
Lewis. So at any rate, we're kind of working on a pivot here, and then
Congratulations on your hours, Tammy.
This always gets a little bit tricky here. Let me see what I can do. I want to share with you. Oh.
What is that?
Oh, here we go. Hold on. Oh, come on.
You have to go down here to the share tab.
I know, honey.
Sorry, it's being a little weird right now.
Well, no, I'm trying to share with you this file that I'm working on. Can you guys still see us? Okay, because it says we lost our stream.
Oh. It says we lost our stream.
Oh my goodness. Would you stay with me here? It's happening up here.
Oh.
So, hey, Debbie.
Hi, Debbie.
Nice to see you. Okay, good. So you can see us. So we're having a little issue with the sharing. I don't know if I can share this. I'm trying to share it with you, but at any rate, let me try one thing here. Yeah. Yeah, I have the layouts. It doesn't look like it's going to allow me to share that specific file with you.
That's silly.
At any rate, what I'm trying to show you is our SketchUp layout that I've been working on for about 10 weeks. 10 weeks. Seems like 10 weeks. 10 days.
10 days. Thank God it wasn't 10 weeks.
And through this layout, we're trying to cut this thing up. It's 14 by 48.
Hi, Hendo.
Hendo.
Hendo's from...
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, everybody hit the like button, please. That helps.
Hey, Tim.
So, been working on this layout and trying to cut up a 14 by 48 tiny home. And it is a tall order.
Yes, it is.
It's a tall order.
It is. It is.
And trying to kind of put everything together, and then we basically realized that we can't do that. Can't fit everything that we want to fit in there together. It just doesn't work. So we've decided not to.
Yep.
Is the long and the short of it.
We're still going to keep the tiny home, but we have new plans for it.
We're going to keep the tiny home, still going to finish it, but it seems like what we're going to do now is basically set it up as kind of a studio, get power run to it, get some AC into it, get it insulated, and then we will work into high gear on another plan.
Yeah.
Which is probably a barn dominium. So we've gone like a 720. So full circle to full circle. 720.
We originally started out with a barn dominium as our idea to build. And then we saw this wonderful thing called what was that called?
ICF.
ICF, which is concrete forms.
Insulated concrete form, yep.
And so we were going to do that. But as you know, prices are going up like crazy.
Redonkulous.
And of course, in the beautiful area of Tennessee that we decided to move, it is the number one place to move in the United States right now.
Apparently, our zip code is number one in the United States. So try that one on for size.
And so that makes the prices that are higher even higher for some things, and getting stuff harder to get.
Well, getting skilled labor, getting kind of anything. So we're doing a pivot. We're also, I guess it's exciting, but maybe it's more. Hey, Free Handley.
Hi there, Nisi.
It's we're looking at another interesting thing is we have lots of wood on our property.
Yes.
And doesn't matter whom it is, but it's $6 a ton for them to come in and pay us. Hey, Bruce. To come in and pay us to harvest our lumber. Size this on. $6 a ton. A 2x4 right now, last check last week, we had that video on it, was $6.75.
No, $7.75.
That's right. Good point.
$7.75.
$7.75. So it takes us more than 1 ton of gross wood to get us one 2x4. So something about that makes me scratch my head and say, yeah, that doesn't sound like a great deal.
So maybe we should harvest our own 2x4s is where this is going.
Well, right? We should harvest all of our own wood because we have so much wood that it's just stupid.
I hear you, Hendo. He's far away in Africa, so he's...
Oh, sorry, and we're particularly boring. This one is anyway.
Thanks for popping in. We appreciate it.
Yes, so sawmill. So Wood Miser, 15 months. You're waiting on a sawmill. We don't have 15 months. We need we're out of our lease in January. So no, won't work. So looking at Norwood sawmills, which is a competitor. Yeah, if you can find one, it would pay for itself. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of the point. That's kind of the conclusion that we're coming to as well. Yeah. So we're kind of looking at that, but that's also not don't have people cut it. Yeah, again, then you also run the risk of them coming in and skidding up all your land and turning it into a dump. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we've looked at that, Debbie, and that was kind of one of our considerations. And then the other consideration is when you're going to give us the less than the cost of a 2x4 per ton of wood, makes no sense. So we are looking at...
Yes, indeed.
We are looking at doing the sawmill and purchasing a sawmill so that we can do all of this stuff ourselves. So the Norwood sawmill is about 16 weeks out. So 4 months from now. So we could have it in August, roughly.
Yeah.
August cuts us a little tight, but August could also allow us to get plenty of wood ready on a landing to be able to commence sawing.
So we will be cutting a lot of wood in between.
Well, it would be skidding and moving a lot of wood in between. One of the things that would be looking at. One moment. We're here with you, but
You can still see us.
I know. So one of the other things that we're kind of looking at is something to make our life a little easier.
Like pictures of it up there.
I know, but it's not.
Just 1 second, please, guys.
Yeah, we're here with you. Sorry, I'm just trying to look something up here.
There's a good picture of it.
That's a small tractor.
Yeah, but they'll get the idea.
Well, they'll get the idea, but I want to show them the actual right thing. So we are looking, well, at any rate, we are looking, hey, nature girl.
How you doing?
How are you?
Appreciate you coming in.
Hey, Rebecca Davis. Rebecca Davis is here. Everybody say hello to Rebecca. I can't speak. Rebecca Davis. Rebecca Davis. I can't get me centered on the camera here. I'm not. Rebecca Davis, thank you so much for the nice hat. It's very warm.
I don't know where I put mine. I think I put it away.
I'm all lopsided.
You are.
But can you fix me up? Because I'm cattywampus and I can't tell right with the camera. So
there you go.
Thank you, Rebecca Davis.
You look like a true lumberjack now.
For the wonderful hat.
Yep.
Medium Hedgehog says thank you so much as well.
Yep. Thank you. I love the blue color.
Yeah. And man, this is a nice warm hat. That's for dang sure. So I appreciate it very much. Appreciate your hospitality.
And we do have a video coming up to say thank you.
We do. Yeah, that'll come out. So anyway, I'm thinking if I can find a backhoe attachment for old Mabel, we'll get her all sexied up some more. But if I can get a thumb on it, I really need to get a thumb to kind of do a thumb on the bucket so I can grab logs. And
like a grapple kind of.
No, it's not a grapple.
It's just a thumb. It's like here's
on the bucket.
Like here's the bucket and the like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, have a sense of humor.
I don't have a sense of humor. I lost it.
Oh, come on.
I did. I lost it somewhere along the way.
Why?
I don't know. So, if we can get a backhoe attachment with a thumb on it, that'll be outstanding, because that would allow me to do a lot of lumber work with it and kind of make this whole process a little easier. So one thing that's kind of in the works, power, the power line is done. It's not done, but it's been staked.
It's been staked,
and now we need to go in and cut some more trees.
Right.
So that'll be coming up soon.
Probably more than a handful, but they're smaller trees, so they should come down pretty quick.
Hopefully.
And then we'll get power running there. And
all we got to do is go pay the bill.
Yep.
So
all $45,000.
Yep. Hey, Steph.
Hey, Stephanie. I hope you got our phone call.
Yeah, we called you, but whoa, whatever.
So.
Yeah, so we need to go pay the kind people at the electric place so we can get them to run our power.
Yep.
So that'll be coming up soon. And again, we are going to Hey, Don. Good
Hi,
to see you.
Don.
Did you see our comment, Don, about the explosion in Troutdale? We were asking you about it. We figured you may be in the know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's $11 a foot, and we have a $4,000 foot run. So
Yeah.
expensive. Yeah, I
Still
could.
cheaper to go electric than off grid, though, from what we looked at. So,
Yeah, it's still cheaper depending on the battery options compared to a solar system because this isn't a grid-tied solar.
yeah.
It would be a completely off-grid solar, and it's around 50 grand.
Mm-hmm.
And then we still have to buy batteries when they wear out, and then you'd have to get. Oh, you did. Okay, Don. I didn't see it yet. I might just be behind on my comments a little bit, but um, anyway, yeah. So running the powers 45K, and it's a big chunk.
Yeah. So we're thinking about in the tiny home, kind of making it a temporary shelter for us so that when we're working on the home, we have a cool place to go to. Because the thing about we literally live an hour away from our property. And so when we go there, we like to spend a couple days.
Hey, Ginger Ninja.
So it would be nice to have a place where we could just crash at night and then get back up in the morning and get back to work. So, and then we'll find something to do with it in the future. We actually have plans for it, but
Yeah.
so
Uh, yeah, for sure. We'll have 200 amp service with a 100 switch 100 breaker places on it because we just ran into that problem at our old house in
yeah.
the Communist Republic
Mm-hmm.
because the people put in it was a 200 amp service, but it was a terrible tiny panel
Mm-hmm.
that right when we moved in. So get this, nobody mentions this to us, and the home inspector, he was lovely. He doesn't bother to test the water temperature because they don't do that because they're not required to. So the water heater was out right when we moved in. And then also they robbed the breaker. Um, they robbed the breaker
From the dryer plug.
from the dryer plug for the hot tub.
Mm-hmm.
But luckily the run was still in place in the walls. So, so needless to say, we go to hook up our dryer
Mm-hmm.
and it doesn't work.
Yeah.
And we have a special needs child that needs 2 loads of laundry a day and no way to fix it. And luckily, a local outfit came in and said, "Oh, yeah, here's the wire run." And they just hooked it back up. So,
Yeah, that was good.
but yeah, so right off the bat. So, yeah, electrical will definitely have a big enough panel
Mm-hmm.
for what we're doing because we just, what was it? The first year of Hong Kong
Hello,
Fluey.
Simply Jan.
The first year of Hong Kong Fluey, we upgraded the panel because they were doing a special.
Mm-hmm.
So we did that. Upgraded natural gas into the
Yep.
kitchen, and then some other various electrical. Hey, threads and jars.
How you doing?
Hey, Morgan. That's Morgan.
Morgan, sorry. How you doing?
Yeah. No, I haven't had a bad day. I've just had to deal with her all day. It's just normal.
No, it's been a little bit stressful. Right before we got on, there was a little bit of stress that we were dealing with. So
Yeah, we've we're trying to work our plans out, and so you know what they say is experience is what you get when you don't get what you want. So
yeah,
we are trying to figure some things out as we are moving along.
stuff we can't reveal yet.
Yeah,
And so it's kind of like, yeah.
Yeah, so at any rate, we're working this forward. I wish I could show you guys the SketchUp because I literally spent a lot of hours working on this stupid thing. Hey, happy home. Welcome, welcome, fellow Canuckian.
Nice to
This is
see you here.
a Canuck here.
Well, technically, I'm a U.S. citizen, but I was
A
formerly.
former Canuck.
You can take that camera down and show them the.
Yeah, but it's not really going to do what I want it to do. I mean, well, I guess okay. We'll try and do this and we'll see how this works. So I'm going to pull you down here.
There you
And
go.
this is what I've been working on. This is what I've been working on, and it looks like, oh yeah, that's so simple. And it is probably for people that know what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
But I had to learn this whole program. And here's what we're running into. So this is very simplistic, but this right here, I'm trying to do this holding the camera and looking at it, but this right here is our master bedroom. So these are actual dimensions
Of the size of our bed.
Size of our bed and our little end tables and our dresser over here. And so what you're seeing is that's actual. So, and this is the tiny home to scale. So all the measurements are painstakingly put in here. Now, this is our floor plan. And here, right here, we thought, oh, this might be a
office, and then
this might be an office, but then it might be a pantry. Here's a bathroom right here, and this is this is a corner shower that you see right here. My little icon is above it, and this is our vanity. But here's where we ran into the issue. So this is what tiny home looks like from the outside. Basically. So let me put this for you here. I'm trying to hold shift here on.
Well, it's hard to.
I know, but
okay.
I'm trying to hold the shift button so I can move over here. So this is what it looks like from the outside. And again, all this is to scale. Hey, carpenter. So here's what we're looking at. And down here, I got it. So we get down here, and this is basically living room on the one side. And then, oh, you're in Nashville. Peterson Farms of Nashville is Nashville, Indiana. I was also thinking Nashville down the road here. So here's where we ran into the problems. We thought, okay, we'll have a nice kitchen in here. It'll be the open concept. And then here would be our living room. And maybe a little nook right here. But this is where we come into the fact that it's so funny because of the way the camera angle looks. No, it's not wider at one end and narrower at the other end. Is this the way because the camera, I'm not on center. Sorry. Anyway, that's what it looks like. So as we kind of progressed into that, we thought to ourselves that, my goodness, this isn't going to do. Hey, Dustin.
That's a cute little symbol, Dustin. I like that.
As we started looking at this and trying to, how do we maximize space and how do we lay this thing out in a way that makes sense? And we kind of just kept coming up against the wall.
Yeah.
And thinking about, well, wait, what if we doubled? What if we doubled the space? Oh, yeah, he's under the blanket. The dog's over there burrowing under the
our
blanket.
And we have our bed all made, and he still went under the blanket.
Yes, 3D. I will tell you that I like it. There is a bit of a learning curve to it. Certainly, I'm not very smart, and took me some hours. If you're smart, it probably would take you a lot less. Um, but it's definitely worth it for me because we can look in this room and put our bed in there. We can put our night tables in there and really kind of see where we're at. And also, we know what our material looks like from me taking the time. Now, once you're good at it, like I could do what I've already done right here, and I could do it much quicker. Change is the spice of life. Well, there definitely is some space there. I have to agree with you there, Morgan. There's definitely some spice in that. Change, yeah. Wow. Anyway, so we looked at the plan and looked and basically have seen by the time we need a storm shelter, by the time we need a pantry, by the time we need all of these kind of things, we've realized that we need more space. Yeah, sorry. Hey, Stock Explorer. I do like me some stocks.
Yep, this is your man.
Amazon's getting ready to split 20 to 1. And Ford's going to be on the upswing, which we're proud Ford owners, stock and vehicle wise. So I'm hoping for Ford 50 at least.
Yeah.
Ford $100.
Yeah, that would be great. That would make our day.
It would make our old lifetime. So we did make money on Amazon, and we did lose some money on some other couple things, but
it's nice because our Amazon money paid for
our Amazon money helped us pay for a down payment on our land. So that was good. And I've had some losers in there though. I don't want to go into it on public TV here, but just had we just had a loser. I don't want to talk about that loser, but $2,000, and $2,000 is a lot of money for me to lose.
I'm still twitching.
Yeah, $2,000 is a lot of money for me to lose. So, we're looking at that, Lewis, as far as that kind of stuff. But
we're thinking about making our storm shelter also a root cellar. So,
yeah,
if we can do that, sorry.
We should be able to. It's just a matter of doing it. But, immediate coming up here soon, probably Monday. We have my sister-in-law's birthday tomorrow. We're going to go celebrate her birthday. So fantastic. But then probably Monday, we're going to go out and cut us some wood. Need to do some lemon, but need to take down a handful more trees to get the right-of-way done for electrical. So that is that's what's coming up. Mabel, she needs an oil change. Dirty girl, she needs a washing for sure.
Well, so does the truck.
So the truck needs a washing, but I tell you what, so
that clay mud really likes to stick hard.
It does. It's like glue. We like to save money around here at the old homestead.
Maybe we can build some animal shelters out of clay.
Got some more pallets. Oh, that's good. I don't know what you speak, Steph, but that's good. We like to save money.
Yes.
And thought I was going to save me some money. So I went out to the old truckster and was working on changing the oil and rotating the tires and having a good old time.
Mm-hmm.
And
hijinks happened. That's a video, so we won't tell you more.
Yeah, and
think you're going to save money, and then you might have to spend more money to fix what you.
We're still going to save money. We'll be able to rectify the situation, hopefully for not too much. So at any rate, changed the oil today in the old truckster, rotated the tires, and the oil was a little bit far over on us.
I don't know if you can make pottery out of that kind of clay.
Well, sure you can.
Dustin?
Yeah, you can.
That seems like a really good idea, though.
You can. You can make clay out of that money. Clay out of that money. You can make
money out of that clay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, round pods that you bury is used as a root cellar. Oh, interesting. Did not know. Yeah. So we're trying to save some money today, so I was doing my oil change and tire rotation, and sometimes you're the bug and sometimes you're the windshield. So
lately you have been the windshield the bug more than the windshield.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out.
You're just. I love you. I love you, honey. You're having a hard time.
No, okay, get this. I have one for you. So I go over to Rural King. I'm getting a little warm. With my hat, Rebecca, but thank you so much for what a wonderful present and so kind. Definitely appreciate it. So interestingly enough, I got me a Big Daddy chainsaw. Mm-hmm. And okay, let me show you. Where's my phone? In my pocket. Let me show you guys something. This right here, if you can see, I'll put it up here so you can see it. Sorry about the crookedness and whatnot. You can see that's a 27-inch white oak. So,
which is going to make some fine lumber.
It will make some nice wood. Love me some wood. So you can see that. And that was what I cut down with my 14-inch chainsaw. So
might have to make us a nice table out of that one.
Yeah. So anyway, my little 14-inch chainsaw, I cut down this big giant, well, to me that's a big tree, a 27-inch tree.
A 27-inch with a 14-inch chainsaw.
Right.
Makes it even bigger.
Yeah. You do the math.
Yeah.
So, okay, so here I am. I get me my Big Daddy saw. Yeah. The chaps and I don't know. I never used them before, but I'll tell you, when I was doing all that cutting that day, I came real close to the blade was still moving a little bit, and come real close to setting it down on my leg, and that would have been really bad. So the chaps are definitely worth their weight in gold. So here I go. I get my new Big Daddy saw. It's got a 20-inch bar on it. It's a steel. And I get out there and I'm having the worst time with this thing all day long. Mm-hmm. The chain keeps jumping and I'm like, man, this thing is ridiculous. And this is like a $600 saw. And I'm thinking, this is crap. My little pull-in, I never had any of this problem with. Mm-hmm. And anyway, we got into all the burning and whatnot and the property. And so yesterday I go to Rural King, the redneck Walmart. Mm-hmm. Wow, that's something. A 5-foot chainsaw, so a 60-inch bar. You were a big man, Lewis. I go over to Rural King. Nice. About your happy home tree. Your happy home tree. And I say, hey, look, I'm having a little bit of issue with my saw here. That looks like the chain brake keeps sticking on it because I'd fire it up and I'd press a trigger, and as soon as I let off, immediately it would come to a halt. And I was like, yeah, this doesn't make sense.
Brand new chainsaw.
Yeah. Brand new chainsaw. I'm like, yeah, this doesn't make sense. And all the trouble I had with it, I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. So I go over and the guy goes outside, starts it up, looks at it. He's like, yeah. He touched the tip of the chain of the bar and about burned his fingers, and he just ran it for a few seconds. He comes in, he's looking at it, he's like, oh wow, isn't this funny? They gave you the right chain and put the wrong bar on the chainsaw. And I was like, man, I had the hardest time putting this chain back on. The chain would jump, and then I'm sitting here struggling with it, trying to get it lined up around the front on the nose. And hey, our treasured home. And I'm like, man, this doesn't make any sense. Hey, Robbins Buys and DIYs, good evening to you. I was like, this doesn't make any dang sense whatsoever. That this brand new chain, brand new bar, brand new everything, because I pull the bar off, pull the chain off, started it up, and the clutch, everything spun freely as it should.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, great. There's nothing wrong. But then I'd put it back on the bar, and the thing wouldn't move.
We are really good. Thank you, Robin.
And I was like, this is stupid. And anyway, so here I get into Rural King, and the guy's like, yeah, this is the wrong bar on here. I was like, that's why you have a problem. And I was like, I was relieved. I was like, wow, I'm so happy. No, it was jumping off because it's the wrong bar.
Yeah.
The right chain on the wrong bar. It still isn't going to do you any good. So anyway, they were kind enough, and they replaced the bar, and he tried to put the same chain back on it. And I was like, yeah, no, that ain't going to work. And sure enough, the chain was damaged on the inside as well. And so they replaced the chain, and they even took a bar off one of the for sale models because they didn't have a bar in stock. So they got me all fixed up. And then I got me a little saw because my other little saw needs some repair. I won't tell you why, but it needs some repair.
Wouldn't have anything to do with him.
Nope, nothing to do with me.
No.
Are you giving away all my secrets?
Just some.
Anyway.
I make mistakes too.
Oh, are you saying I made a mistake now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so she let the, hey, get to the farm. Greetings to you as well.
Greetings.
Yeah, it is good customer service. So anyway, Rural King got me all fixed up. Redneck Walmart. And we are good. So like I said, I bought me
I think they help you out a little better than Walmart would.
Oh, absolutely.
That's one thing I gotta say about Rural King.
And not only that is now I have a little. I think the sprocket's okay, Don. I don't see any nicks out of it or anything else, but I'll definitely keep an eye on it. I think we're good. But so they got us fixed up, and now I have me a little steel 16-inch, so I can go do some limbing, and which again probably Monday that will commence in earnest. Also Monday, Mabel, weather providing, we'll probably go out and stay at Tiny Home Monday and make a day of it.
Yep.
And so need to get Mabel. Pretty girl needs her oil changed. So we'll get her all changed up.
Done that yet.
And some dummy from Hedgehog's Homestead just said, thumbs up, everybody. So I guess she's trying to tell you, everybody, to make sure you like it.
Yeah.
Oh, it was you?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't think it was you. So, yeah, that's what we kind of got coming up this week. I think we are going to the 170. Yeah, I think it is a 170 actually. And it was $179. And the 181 was like 260, I want to say. And I'm like, no, I don't need just a few more CCs just for a limmer. But I'll tell you, I did some limbing with my 20-inch. It's like, yeah, I'm not doing a whole lot of limbing with that.
No, it's too heavy.
The thing is a bit to carry around.
I'd like to keep you around, unfortunately. It's just, I don't know
Whatever.
what it is. Must love you or something. Even though you give me.
Probably not. So yeah, I think it is a 170. But also added to the tool necessary tools this week. Got us a Milwaukee cordless skill saw, but it's really like a worm drive saw, so a heavy duty saw. And the nice thing about Rural King is we have our tax exempt status. And so whatever qualifies for tax exempt or ag exempt, we get to pay no tax on. Wonderful benefit of Tennessee and being able to be ag exempt. We did also find out some good information on what we need to do to plant our pasture and bring in pasture grass.
So we
and
burned,
what that's going to look like.
We burned our pasture. So if you haven't seen that video, go back and look at that. And so that just gave a lot of nitrogen back to the soil. Plus that broom sage is not really safe to have if you're going to build a house around it. Because it lights up so quickly. And so
nice, Dustin. I got me a log ox. Log ox. It's like a PV. It's the same idea, but it's like 3 tools in one, made in America. Go look at it. Log ox. I think it's called log ox.
Yeah, and that helps move the logs around and stuff like that. So
well, yeah, I can pick it up and then do all kinds of stuff. But it's like a 3-in-1 tool. It's pretty cool.
So you went to the
co-op. I went to the co-op by myself, so I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
Since I went there by myself.
I really wanted to go. And I was
she is butthurt.
I was out with Mother, so so that's what I was doing.
So I went to co-op to figure out about soil and soil samples and what do we need and what does it look like. Well, it looks like, hey Diggs. It looks like we are probably getting some lime in the summertime. We'll get our soil samples into them. Oh, see, there you go for buying Chinese. Look at you. So we get our soil samples into them. Then they'll tell us what we really need. Lime's $30 a ton. Roughly, it's a ton an acre, depending on your soil needs. We get that, and then we'll get pasture grass planted in the fall. Because I learned that there'll be less weed pressure, so that's a better time to have it done.
Yeah.
So we'll get pasture grass planted and fertilized at the same time in the fall, I'm thinking.
Yep.
And what else did I learn?
I don't know. I wasn't on your trip with you.
I got me some free pallets.
There you go, at Rural King.
Yeah, went and got me some free pallets and can go by there anytime and get them. Anytime they're out there, I can get them. And I got some really nice ones. I got a deposit one too. I'm thinking that they shouldn't have included in their pile, but it was in their pile, and they said I could take whatever's in their pile, so I'm taking it. But one of the super heavy duty ones.
Yep.
So Monday we'll probably go and take down the rest of these trees. They need to be taken down in the entryway, the driveway.
We'll spend the night.
Spend the night, do some limbing, change Mabel's oil.
I want to see at Rural King if they have one of those little sound things for attracting coyotes.
I'll just look it up online.
Yeah.
It's more efficient. And so, talking to my brother today, and I'm going to get us a coyote call, or we're going to do something we can mimic any rabbits, distress calls, so we can call in some coyotes, and then guess what? Kapow, kapow! Have a little fun.
Yeah.
Because they are some... Yeah, we're not very smart, Morgan, but you have a great night. Thanks for coming by.
Thank you, Morgan.
And God bless you. Yeah, so we're going to take care of that. What else?
That's about, well, I mean, you're talking about getting your
well, we are talking about some side plans and maybe get a trailer so I can tow Mabel around and show her off to the county. So she can go visit some new folks and win some friends.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been talking about that.
Bush hog on the back and go doing some bush hogging for people.
So we're not, that's another thing. The tiny home. So the designs that we have for the tiny home that you see there, we are not going to do. And because you said that we were going to put insulation inside, a little bit of electrical, and maybe some air conditioning or whatever. So it's a base, but we're not going to build the walls in it that we have there. We're just going to kind of keep it as a studio while we work on
a studio, a very bare bones studio.
Yeah. I don't know if we'll be cooking off the cook stove in there, or if we'll get a stove. We don't know yet. So.
No, we'll be cooking off the cook stove. I mean, that's really handy just to...
Yeah.
Well, once we have power, then we can bring our fridge out there. We can bring the Traeger out there, and then we're good. Yeah. We can cook a lot of stuff outdoors, so won't really even be an issue.
Yeah. Right now, we're just taking some pre-canned or pre-jarred.
No, canned
food that we've made ourselves and cooking that.
Yeah, and our eggs and sausage and whatnot, stuff that's easy to cook and doesn't require a lot of cleaning and whatnot. We don't have water there yet, but we're of course working on that. That's coming. I mean, it should be May.
If you watched our video today, you can see that we got some totes.
Got some totes
on the property, and so maybe we can get some gutters on that tiny home.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's going to need gutters anyway, no matter what we do.
Yeah.
So
we'll put some gutters on it and collect some water.
Yeah, so we have it.
Because we might need that for concrete, just anything that we're going to do out there, just watering the dogs, the animals, or whatever.
Yeah. We're also, I mean, that's true. So a lot of different things that we're going to need water for.
A lot of people ask me about, because of today's climate and problems with the stores, why haven't you started a garden? And the reason why we have not done that is because we're spending most of our time here in town.
Yeah.
And then we have where we go 2 to 3 days over at the tiny home. So even if we have water out there, it's really hard to maintain a garden. And
it's hard to maintain something when you're not there.
Yeah.
Right.
Either here or over there. So that's one of the issues with that. Plus, we have plenty of canned food and spare food
Spare food.
Well,
isn't technically all the food that you don't eat spare?
Freeze-dried food.
Yeah, that.
We have a lot of freeze-dried food. So,
what do you mean, Debbie? If you have to paint them, why are you painting them black? Isn't that going to retain heat, or is that for a biocide of some sort? Familiar with some biocides? Stuff that you put in your water so they don't. Hey, hand me down. Good evening to you, and welcome from the land of Lincoln. That's their state's motto.
The land of Lincoln.
Land of Lincoln. Yep.
Nice.
So they don't grow stuff. Gotcha. We are putting in a well. That'll be in May.
Mm-hmm.
We're thinking, if the fine folks are still on schedule.
Yeah.
And at this rate, we are looking at power next month. All I got to do is go down and pay the bill. So write them a little small check for $45.
Oh, wouldn't it be nice?
$45.
Oh, maybe back.
45 with 1 0 and another 0 and another 0.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're there. So you got it.
Power.
So any of you, you guys remember the movie Indecent Proposal?
Mm-hmm.
I'm willing to rent this one out.
No.
I'll rent her out for only half that.
No.
450,000.
450,000?
Yeah.
No.
Not even the million that they asked for Demi Moore.
We need at least $1 million.
No, 450,000.
No, we need it.
Don't let her.
We need $1 million because of taxes.
So I'm willing to rent her out.
No, he's not.
For 450,000.
No.
That's it. No. That's my final offer. No. It won't be any less than that.
No.
And a tip would be greatly appreciated.
Of another $1 million.
Yeah. So anyway, so that's what we're looking at. So I'll probably write that check.
I'd worry that they'd ask for a refund.
Well, they could ask, right? But they ain't getting it out of me.
They have to pay first.
That's right. Cash on the barrelhead for any of you pervs thinking about that's a real thing.
Oh.
Anyway. So we'll go pay for that next month, probably.
Okay.
And I don't know what they're out. 5 foot to what? 5 foot to fury.
5 foot of fury.
5 foot to fury goes off.
5 foot of fury, maybe.
No, it's.
I'm at least 5'4".
It's 5 foot faux furry. Oh, of furry. 5 foot of furry goes off. Yeah. She is just about almost 5 foot.
He's a liar. He's a liar. Liar.
So, no, I'm not a politician. I don't do this professionally. So.
He just lies about my height.
And so does she.
No, I don't. You know that I was more than 5 foot when we measured me on camera and alive.
Prove it.
Well, where's our measuring tape?
I don't know. You have to find it to prove it, right?
It's right here. It's holding up my... Here we go. Again, I have to prove this.
Like, you can see that from there.
Okay.
Oh, she's funny.
Mm-hmm.
You could have been crimping that tape on the ground. See, look, she didn't even get it yet.
I gotta make sure I got it.
You got your shoes on.
I'll take my shoes off.
See, she's a cheater already, I'm telling you.
Okay, is it on the ground?
I don't know. I can't see. I'm busy over here.
Okay, right there. Oh.
I wouldn't trust her.
5'4".
I wouldn't trust her with
5'4".
any measurements.
5'4". Thank you very much.
Do you feel better?
I do feel better.
A lot better?
Yeah, just proved. 5'4".
Nobody can see the measurements from way over there.
Okay,
anyway.
so I'll do it again. I'll hold on to the measuring tape and keep it.
Nobody can see the floor of the measuring tape as a.
Well, move out of the way.
What?
Move out of the way. See, it's touching the floor. Oh, they can't see it very well.
Your belly's hanging out. Okay. And your belly's still hanging out.
My finger hasn't moved, and it's right at 64 inches.
Feel better?
Yes, I do. There you go, guys. 64 inches. Hi, fishes. Sorry I missed your live.
Hey, Carol.
64 inches.
Took something for a headache last night and been hung over all day from it. Is that different between the two? So do you have a hangover, or you have a headache and then you had a hangover, or
she took something for the headache that gave her a hangover.
Wow, I need to have some of that.
Good to know, Debbie. So we're right there.
Yeah. Whiskey isn't for headaches. Well, it may give you some headache after some imbibing of some whiskey, but that's a different story. Oh, and for those of you that are in the know, somebody has an anniversary coming up soon.
And where are we going for our anniversary?
White Castle.
White Castle. And why are we going to White Castle?
Because it's cheap.
No.
It's cheap.
Well, we are broke. But why are we going to White Castle?
Because it's cheap.
Tell them the story.
Why you make me do all the work? I'm always working.
We are going to White Castle because...
hypothetically speaking, we may go to White Castle, but probably not. But okay, anyway.
We got married in Vegas, for everybody who wants to know. And after we got married, we walked across the street. We got married on just off of Fremont Street.
Well, it's in the Fremont area, so close enough.
Close enough. And on Fremont Street is White Castle.
So we went to White Castle.
We went to White Castle.
Before we went out to Grand Coulee Dam. Or yeah. Grand Coulee, that's in Washington. Before we went out to, what the hell is that place called?
The big dam.
Hoover Dam.
Dam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Q Kitchen.
Hey, Q. How you doing?
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
So that's the story about White Castle. And so it's almost a little romantic to go to White Castle on our anniversary. Maybe we'll go there for lunch.
Whatever, I don't know. What day is that anyway? It's coming up soon. It's like Wednesday? Today's the 19th, so. I think it's Wednesday.
Yep.
Went to Pizza Ranch. Never heard of Pizza Ranch. Yeah, so we...
Where'd you get married?
Yeah, Pizza Ranch.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, never heard of no pizza ranches. What part of the country you hail from? Yeah, so I don't know, we got to figure out something. This is the first year of freedom that we've ever had in our marriage.
Yeah.
So this is all new stuff for us.
Maybe we'll go to Dolly World.
Dolly World?
Yeah.
It's called Dollywood.
Dollywood. Okay, I'm not from around here. Or I would love to go see the Ark.
I want to go see the Ark too. Maybe we should do that.
That would be nice for our anniversary.
I'm sure we'll. No.
No, you don't want to see the Ark?
I do. I do want to see the Ark. I don't know that I want to take you there, is what I'm getting at.
Why?
Well, I don't know. Maybe I want to take somebody else there. Maybe I don't want to go there.
Just stop it.
Pizza Ranch is a pizza buffet place.
Okay.
What part of the country do you hail from? If you don't, well, I mean, I'm asking, and if you don't want to answer, that's fine as well.
You don't have to say city.
Yeah, you can just say territory or, river.
County or state or.
Yeah, we want to see the Ark. It's apparently Bill Nye had a great time when he went there.
I don't know. You guys should look that up.
Yeah.
If you want to see something very interesting.
Oh, Illinois. Okay.
Bill Nye went to. I was going to say I thought they were from Illinois.
Oh, okay. He went to the Ark, and it was really funny because it's.
If you are a believer, and you go see the Ark, it kind of means something a little different to you. And I guess they go into some theories or they explain a lot of the Ice Age stuff and some of that. Guess some of that they talk about
The
some
Ark?
of that there.
I don't remember.
It's just very interesting. I would look up Bill Nye at the Ark, and it's very interesting stuff.
How about Bill Nye?
Bill Nye.
Sorry. Phil Nye.
Bill Nye, the science guy, and
I don't know that he's much of a scientist, but that's beside the point.
Yeah, he kind of didn't really start out as a scientist, and
I don't even know what he is, but he calls himself Bill Nye the Science Guy. But it's interesting because if you see this YouTube video, and I don't even know what it's called, but we watched it, and it was really interesting because the guy that ran the Ark, the place at the Ark, he must have been one of the head guys. Anyway, he's like, well, we believe this, and you could just see that. I mean, it's like he was almost getting angry about kind of each point. The guy's like, well, we believe that this happened, and there's evidence to suggest.
Even before he was asked questions,
he
seemed to have an anger about him, and it was very, very interesting. It was.
Yeah, you'd have to go look and see the YouTube video. It was a YouTube video, I think.
Yeah,
we watched.
And he was calling them facts, even though he was saying what he was saying was fact, even though he was saying later on that it was kind of theory in a way, because science is evolving.
It's a hypothesis.
It's a hypothesis because science evolves. So, but he's speaking to us like it's fact. And so it was just very interesting.
Yeah, it was interesting. And I mean, regardless of whatever your viewpoint is, I mean, that's yours to have. So you have it, just like an opinion, like everybody does. So it's fine. But it was just interesting. I mean, yeah, it was interesting. So go look it up and see his responses. And you could just see they were very... I don't know. You don't take my word for it. Go look for it. Go look and see yourself and see what you think about his response.
And if you think different, that's...
Yeah, by all means.
It's how we live, right?
To each their own.
That is America, and that's why we love it.
It used to be America.
It's kind of changing a little bit, I know.
Yeah. Now you're not Oh, newsflash, you're not allowed to have your own opinion anymore. And if you contradict us, then you were just wrong. But that goes without saying. But, you know, you, anyway, whatever. That's another story for another time and another channel, probably. Can't figure out that channel, but we'll figure it out.
I think that channel's over on Rumble somewhere where you can speak your mind.
Yeah, you can speak your mind on Rumble. And
so,
but yeah, anyway, it's interesting. Yeah, just the whole.
Which we are on Rumble too. So if you want to follow us on Rumble, feel free.
It's the same thing that you're going to see on YouTube at this point.
If you don't want to give credit to Rumble or to YouTube for some reason, like my brother-in-law, he'd rather watch us on Rumble.
I don't know what he watches on.
That's what we talked about it. Him and I did.
Oh, okay. I'm not privy to that conversation, so
I guess not.
Apparently not. So anyway, yeah, I mean, that's the long and the short of it. Kind of what we're up to this week. Yeah. What we got going on, and
just a lot going on.
A lot going on.
Even though it seems like we're doing nothing, we have a lot going on. A lot of chess happening here, and a lot of should I make this play? Should I not make this play? Right? It's a good way to look at it.
Yeah, I mean, Rumble is, you can go see our videos on Rumble, and on Rumble you can speak freely without basically being censored. So unless you're Russell Brand, Russell Brand can speak freely on YouTube. But unless you're Russell Brand or you're somebody that has a huge...
he's getting haters.
No, that's not from YouTube. They're letting him speak. But unless you're Russell Brand, you're not going to speak on YouTube freely because they will censor you. But Rumble isn't censoring people simply because the information is maybe different. Which is interesting. But
we were talking about going to the Ark fishes, and there's a video that I was looking because I wanted to see what the Ark looked like, because it was one of the destinations we wanted to go to when we moved to Tennessee. Yeah. And because it's not that far away from here. And there's a video of Bill Nye when it opened. When
he toured it. Yeah. When he toured it, whenever that was. He what I would characterize as he was outwardly hostile to the guy, is the way I would look at it and say.
Yeah.
So he was hostile to basically any of the ideas, and basically it was scoffing at the guy that, in a way, and basically saying what he's saying is nonsense.
And he was telling basically children to seek out their own beliefs and their own...
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
When you're speaking directly to children and their parents are right there.
Yeah, but there's nothing wrong necessarily with encouraging children to examine.
Right.
Right. If that's what you're saying in the truest, form of the word, examine and figure out what makes sense, and look for yourself. Because I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with that. But yeah, he was pretty just hostile. Just his demeanor, his manner, the way he was talking was very dismissive. I guess that's the best way to sum it up from what I recall of this video. So, but we got a lot of stuff coming down the old pike.
Yep.
And as always, I think we appreciate you guys coming along for the journey.
Yep, we do. We really appreciate you guys visiting us every time we put a video out, every time we come up for a live.
Yeah.
We appreciate just your comments on our stuff, and
yeah, it's helpful.
And it's very helpful, and it's heartwarming, and
Yeah,
so we appreciate you guys.
we do. We appreciate you. But stay tuned, and you guys have, a great night, great weekend.
Yep.
Enjoy time with your family, and we will catch you next time. But we appreciate it. Thanks so much for coming by, and stay tuned, like and subscribe. And as always,
God bless. Bye, you guys.
We'll see you guys. Take care, and we'll see you next time.